Wonderful, everybody. Good afternoon. It is great to have everybody joining us. We have a very, very special call today. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Coach Noel, and I'm a part of the Academy. Like you all, I started learning how to trade in January, the beginning of January, and that's been coming along great. I'm now starting to actually trade with, real money, which is even better because I've been making money on my trades. And the more that you make, I find the more you want to share. With people, the more success you have, the more you want to share. And as I'm getting ready to introduce Richard today, who is going to be leading today's call, like how this call came about, we were talking, and we have the study group that we do twice a week. And where we're getting into concepts of teaching people how to trade, but there is that other side to our to what we do, where you can actually refer and get paid, or refer and get your pro course for free. For myself, I have found sharing this. I don't even like the word recruiting. I just say sharing this opportunity with people, like the sharing the opportunity to learn how to trade, to become financially independent. And people naturally, when they see something with value and there's something where they believe that they can do it, they're going to want to join with you. And I know that for myself, I have personally brought in I've referred people, like over 10 people myself, almost 12, I think, that I personally referred. Referring side for this has come very easy for me, because it's just coming from a place of let's learn, let's help one another, and let's grow. And so it's gone so far very, very well. And now I found that people are starting to get excited about sharing. But one of the biggest problems is that people just don't know how to start, what to do, what should I say, what should my post look like, and all of that. So as Rich goes through today, the explanation today, and by the way, Rich has sponsored over 28 people you've personally sponsored or something like that? Like this,
22.
22. So somebody who's done that, clearly those results speak volumes. And if each one of us learned how to share in an effective way, his background is in marketing, it is in sales, particularly online. He's built up a huge following on YouTube with Rich TV Live, promoting financial literacy and growth for quite some time now. And so he's become a master of these domains. So what I want to encourage, first and foremost, is everybody have a notepad or a pen, because I want you to really treat this like class today, and because you're not going to remember necessarily everything that you say. This is being recorded, so we will, of course, pop it back into the group. So everybody's a part of the study group. You can get a copy of that. But in addition to that, if you've got questions as well, Rich is here to answer those questions. And I may have little things that I want to drop in here and there, but today this is Rich's time to really just share with us, and we're very grateful to have him sharing his expertise. So without any further ado, let's turn it over to Mr. Richard D'Souza, aka Mr. Rich TV Live.
Thank you, Noel. I appreciate the introduction, and thank you for all the hard work and effort you've put into your training sessions here in the Academy. Guys, what I wanted to do today is, I see a lot of people are doing trainings on, how to get started, how to do the Academy. I didn't see anybody talking about social media, and I thought that would be a great topic that I could talk about, because I've been doing social media now for 3 years. So what I want to do is I want to kind of teach everyone how they can do it too. People have this attitude like, well, the only reason why you're building is you're on YouTube. So my response is, you're right. Why don't you get on YouTube? So if it's that easy, why doesn't everybody do it? And a lot of people don't realize that YouTube is free, guys. It's free. So anybody can go to YouTube, set up an account. And 3 years ago, I had the idea of creating Rich TV Live. So I created an account, called it Rich TV Live. I had 0 subscribers, 0. I started putting out videos talking about cannabis stocks at the time, and the channel grew. And 3 years later, we have 24,200 subscribers, and people watch us in 60 countries worldwide. Now, does that make me a superstar? No, it's just 3 years of putting out videos. So the first thing I think everybody should do is, I believe everybody should create a profile. If it could be Forex expert, it could be John TV, it could be Rich TV, it could be stock expert, it could be trading expert, it could be anything you want. It could be your own vlog, it could be Rich Vlog. You can call your channel whatever you want. But my advice would be, come up with something that you really like, that makes you feel special, and then make that your brand. And then what I want to show you is how you can do that for YouTube, Instagram. As you can see, it's Rich TV Live everywhere, guys. It's Rich TV Live on YouTube, Rich TV Live on Instagram, Rich TV Live on Twitter, Rich TV Live on Facebook. I'm also on LinkedIn, where I have about 30,000 followers, and I'm also on TikTok. So whatever is like the hottest trending social media platform, what I want to do is I want to take my brand, I want to set up an account, which is all free, and I want to be able to set up an account strictly to post pictures and to make videos. You can do whatever you want in your account, but my idea was I'm going to set up an account, it's going to be for business, and I'm going to post content. So take a look at my Facebook. What's on my Facebook today? Well, I just put out a little post saying I joined and started at the I Am Mastery Academy. I got my enrollment section right there, how to join and how to trade. And I got a link right there, how to join the academy. So this is why I believe if you really want to grow and you don't want to go to your own friends and your own family, you should look into building a idea, a brand, and putting it everywhere. Put it on Facebook, put it on Twitter, put it on LinkedIn, put it on Instagram, put it on YouTube, put it on TikTok, and start to build your brand. And start putting out posts. Like, for example, here's my Twitter. I've put out 18,000 tweets. 18,000 tweets. And look at what's my very first link. My YouTube link and my I Am Academy link. So people can get access to my YouTube, they can get access to my I Am Academy, and I'm putting posts out every single day with those links right there. So what happens is people see those posts, they get interested, they contact me, they send me emails, and then a lot of times they're messaging me right in direct message, whether it be Twitter, whether it be Instagram. I'm getting messages every single day. People asking me, even before this live stream, I had a friend of mine that I went to high school with that I haven't talked to in years. And he's like, hey, how do I get into trading? I haven't talked to him about trading. I've been putting out posts on Instagram. He must have seen those posts. He saw that, right on my Instagram, you guys can see I got Platinum 1000 here, Platinum 600. So as I grow within the company, I'm posting that right on my posts. Look at this. I put a little post out earlier today talking about some of the pairs on Forex, Euro USD, USD JPY. I put out a little video on Instagram of one of the videos that I was watching from I Am Academy on my Instagram. This is how I build my social media. You don't have to constantly put out new content yourself. You can take information from the academy and post it on your social media. Look at this. I got all the different tools from the academy right here on my Instagram. Look, 2 for free. I have that right here on my Instagram. There was a live event that's going on all day long that I've been watching before this. I put that on my Instagram. So I'm constantly putting out this information on my Instagram, but I'm also putting, look, I got our fees there. You want to know what it costs to join? I got it right there. I'm putting everything on my social media so that I'm fully transparent. I'm putting out the content out there, but I'm also putting other stuff. Like for Rich TV Live, I talk about stocks. I got my stock picks right here. So people are following me. They see stock picks. They see the Trading Academy. They see that there's constant movement. And one of the things that we used to talk about, Noel and I, in our previous business, in doing a lot of direct sales, is that motion creates emotion. So the power of social media is that at any point in time, you can put out a post and it could go viral. At any point in time. And you just don't know what's going to go viral. So unless you actually get on social media, you don't give yourself a chance to go viral. And, I got videos. I put out a video yesterday, 3,000 views, right? That's 3,000 potential people that could join the academy, right? And then if you scroll down on my YouTube, you'll see that I've created what I call playlists. So the first playlist is Rich TV Live, all the breaking news of the day, talking about Donald Trump, opening up America. Gilead Sciences talking about they have a potential cure for the coronavirus. So I got all this different information that I'm putting out there, all this different content. I've got CEO interviews that I do. I got all these different things that I do, and then I got the Trading Academy. So you could see that it's right there. So it's built into everything that I'm doing. I'm not only talking about the Trading Academy. You could create a channel on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and only talk about the Trading Academy if you choose. Or you could be someone more like me that has a business and you could talk a little bit about the academy, or someone like Noel who has his own business, but he implements the academy into his business. I decided I wanted to implement this academy into my business, into Rich TV Live, so that I can make it a part of my business, and the people that are watching on YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, they could actually have an opportunity to make money while learning on social media. So in the past, someone would watch me on social media, but they may or may not been able to actually learn how to make money. They may take a pick here and there, but they weren't getting real training. Now, because I've been building this brand for 3 years, people are messaging me saying, hey, Rich, how do I get involved in the academy? What do I need to do to join your academy? I literally get people emailing me almost every single day. Now, it doesn't mean they're going to sign up. They don't always sign up right on the spot. But what happens is, as long as you keep showing people growth in the academy and you continue to develop yourself, and you start developing within the academy both through growing and both through trading, and you can show results, what will happen is a lot of the people that are on the fence that maybe aren't going to sign up right away, they might sign up in a month. They might sign up in 2 months. They might sign up in 3 months. And that's where I'm starting to see a lot of people are starting to come in that are telling me, Rich, I saw you, 5 months ago when you started, and I thought about signing up, but I wanted to see your results. Go ahead, Noel.
On to that note, and there's also a question in the chat, and Mom, I'll get to that question in 2 seconds. But to reinforce what Rich is saying, like, so one of the misconceptions is that you have to actually be making money on live trading in order to get people intrigued. Not true. When I started trading, even with my demo account, I started telling stories on my page about, hey man, I was freaked out about learning how to do this Forex thing and how to follow these charts and all that, but I'm actually understanding it. Like, I'm actually getting it. It feels amazing. So people can actually see, because people have the same worries and concerns that you do. You know what I mean? That we, can I even do this? Like, it just looks too complicated. And so when you start to show them even a demo, hey man, a demo account, I love the fact that I could learn without having to risk my own money. You know what I mean? And so when you're sharing stories like that, people appreciate that. So the day I started trading, the day I actually joined the academy, I went on, I did a Facebook Live. I said, listen, I'm going to keep you guys updated from week to week or month to month on my progress. I'll let you know how it's going. And the more times, and Rich is right. So over time, the more times that you post about it, now people are like, oh, yeah. I remember you were talking about that. And they start getting into your story. So Rich is absolutely right. As you're going through, everybody on here is capable of sharing a story, sharing what happened with them. Good days and days where you had a challenge. Say, listen, man, today was a bit of a challenging day I had, but what I learned from it was this. I'm going to do better at it tomorrow. And so when people see that, now they're seeing you're being very real and transparent. And the more real and transparent you are, the more people say, okay, it's legit, right? Like this. And so you get more of that engagement because of honesty. It's funny. I showed, and I know that I had to sort of change the way that I'm posting based on what Christopher Terry came out and told us. But I showed my very first trade where I think I made like 12 cents. The trade. I made 12 cents on the trade. I said, listen, I know it's not a lot of money, but I did it. You know what I mean? Like this, and I made something, and I did this on my own. No mentor told me to do it. Based on what I learned, played it, and I got like 68. I can show you when Richard Schmidt is showing you. I'll show you on my page exactly what I said, how many comments I got, and people were inboxing me, and some people have actually come and registered through that. You know what I mean? And they continue to register through that, even though it was a post 2 weeks ago. So which I'll show you later. So that was cool. Now, Rich, when do you want to take questions? Now or along the way? Because there was a question that came in the chat.
You know what? I'm sorry. I got so many screens open right now. I'm not seeing the questions. Do you mind asking?
No, I can take care of that for you.
Please.
No problem.
Yeah, if you don't mind. Go ahead.
So my mom was asking, which do you need? Do you need to get permission from IM official to use I guess the footage from within the site? You know what I mean? Or do you need permission to do that?
Okay, so the site itself, you can't take information from the site, like videos, and post it. But you can do videos of your own website. You can use videos of your own back office. Like, I can go to my own IM Academy website and I can show that. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, I can go to IM Academy right now and I can show people my website, right? I have it right here. I can do a training all day long with this information, right? And everyone's welcome to do that. The one thing that I want really people to understand is what you can't do is you can't show the go live sessions because that's proprietary, right? And I can't show other mentors that are live, but I can go live. I'm live right now on YouTube, right? I can go live and I can talk about whatever I want with my trading, right? If I'm live, because I'm not an online mentor with Go Live yet. If I was on Go Live, people wouldn't be able to just stream my content on Go Live either. So I won't go on to Go Live and stream that content. But you can create your own content. You're welcome to create your own content. And this is really what I want to show people is that it doesn't take you years on social media to grow. In fact, I know people that have grown faster than me in 1 year on YouTube, right? Way faster than me. So you just don't know how good you're going to be at social media. So you should give yourself a chance. The other thing about social media that's so powerful is you are going to be attracting people like you, right? So people that are into what you're into are going to be attracted to what you're into. So they're going to like what you share in your posts. They're going to like what you share in your story. A lot of what I talk about is money, right? Finance. So people that are into money and finance, they're going to be looking for these types of things. They're going to like your niche. So everyone has to carve their own niche. But I believe it's 20 and 20, guys. And if you're not on social media, you have no real exposure. So if you're looking to grow, you need to start getting on social media. You do. This is 2020. This is not 2010. This is not 2000. This is not 1990. This is 2020. If you're not in YouTube, if you're not on Facebook, if you're not on Twitter, and if you're not on LinkedIn, if you don't have a website for your brand, you don't have a brand. That's a fact. So if you really want to build a brand and you want to grow in anything, I believe the cheapest, because this is all free, guys. All of this was free. All of this was free. And because of it, I've built a business that's generating a lot of income in and outside of this academy. And it took 3 years of just hard work and effort and no money. I never spent a penny on any of this. Never spent a penny to build the YouTube channel. Never spent a penny to build the Facebook channel. Never spent a penny to build the Instagram. This is just effort. So my advice to everyone is if you really want to get good at social media, what you should do is you should take action today. Think of a name, think of a brand, and start now. Get your YouTube started, get your Instagram started, get your Facebook started, get your Twitter started. I am not an expert. I'm just a guy that started 3 years ago, and now I can say that, I'll give you an example. I just was live, right? We're live. So if you go onto my channel, oops, let's go back. I just posted that we're live. So I went on from YouTube and I posted it. And right away on Twitter, if I refresh Twitter, you'll see this is all like one big web ring where everything I post is all connected. So I just posted and there it is, social media training live. See how it's all connected, guys? So YouTube is connected to my Twitter. So I take my YouTube link, we're live, and I share it on Twitter. So now I can take this on Twitter and I can pin it to my profile. So now anybody that's on my profile is going to see that tweet. They're going to see that's pinned right on the top of my channel, right here. I'm going to show you. This is the power of social media, guys. You are in full control. And boom, there it is. So do you see the power of social media, guys? Like we're live. I take that live stream, I share it on Twitter, and boom, now I've got it pinned on the top of my Twitter. There's 1,200 people that are now able to see that I'm live on YouTube, and they could go right onto YouTube right now. They could see us live. They can go to the description of this video, and I've got a link to the Trading Academy right in the description of this video, and we're live. There's 20 people on YouTube right now, and they might be interested in joining the Academy, and they could potentially join right now. It's really that simple. That's the power of social media. I don't think people really truly understand how powerful it really is. It's explosive. Go ahead, Noel.
Okay, so there's 2 questions that came in.
Yes.
So the first one is from Ross, and he says, so can you or can you not post your profits online, whether it's a demo account or real screenshots? Okay, No, you can't post anything that shows profits anymore. As I said, I prefaced my statement by saying that I'm not. After hearing Christopher Terry speak, he said that he doesn't want us to be posting. It's more a quote unquote lifestyle thing that they're concerned about, and making false claims, from going from zero to $100,000 and that type of thing. As far as being able to actually post our actual trades in and of themselves, I don't know that I would post that right now, because I wouldn't want to risk being outside of compliance. I'm not really sure is the short answer to that question, Ross, in terms of if it's just showing an actual result that I personally got. It's not saying that this is going to happen for you, but even when I did my post, and this is before hearing Mr. Terry speak, I had said, listen, everybody's results are going to be different. Some people are learning faster than me. I've taken a longer time than other people. So I said results are going to vary from person to person. I said all of that, even with my little 12 cents. You know what I mean? That I had posted. The post wasn't about the money; it was about the fact that I was learning. You know what I mean? And that was the whole speak around it. But the way, if you're not, you don't need to necessarily go and post, and you can talk, because they said that we can talk about pips. That the amount of pips that we've got is what they said is what we can talk about. So I think if you're telling a story without posting the actual chart, say, listen, I just learned how to trade. I'm even on my demo account. I can't believe I'm actually making money on this thing. Holy smokes. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying that you didn't say how much, you didn't say what's been happening. And frankly, it's a question I'm actually going to post to Randy so that we can get more clarity. And I will post that in our group to find out definitively what exactly and how exactly we can say it. But I think that if I'm talking to my friends and my family, I guess I'm not talking about the general public, I'm talking to my friends and my family, and I want to share with them my account, and I want to share with them my own personal stuff. That's my prerogative. You know what I mean? I guess, but you can't make claims saying their concern is claims. Because part of the problem is that a lot of people have misrepped coming into the company, talking about, hey, I grew my account from $100 to $20,000 in a month. Yeah, and making that people feel that that's real and that's every day. And they don't really talk about the risks, they just talk about the rewards. You know what I mean? And it's creating a problem from a regulator standpoint for the company. And so we have to protect the academy. You know what I mean? We got to protect the academy. So I'm going to get an answer for that. I'm going to get an answer for that. And the other question, unless you have anything else you want to mention on that particular point, Rich, and then
what I would say about that is you guys can see that I never post that on social media. I never post any of that stuff. I just post content. I post pictures. I post videos that I make, which is my own content. And I don't post any pictures of me winning trades, how much money I'm winning on social media. I don't do that. What I do on social media is I'm constantly putting information about trainings, information about the academy, information about stocks that I talk about on my own show. But you'll never see me on social media ever posting, oh, I made this much on this trade or that much on that trade through the academy. Never. Just because I don't think that that's really how you're going to really grow this business. I think people want to see, they want to see content. They want to see pictures. They want to see videos. That's what social media is, right?
Yes.
People flossing. Is that really the type of person people are going to follow? Maybe if you're a celebrity, people will follow you. But when you're not a celebrity and you're just flossing, a lot of people think that that's really just shady anyways. So I don't think that that's how you're going to really grow on social media. I think the way you really truly grow on social media is to just be yourself. Be yourself, share pictures, share content. And everybody can do that. So tell your story. I joined an academy and this is my experience. I joined an academy and I'm learning how to trade Forex. I want to show you guys the power of social media here. Look at this. We're live on YouTube. I take that, I share it on Facebook. So boom. Everything is connected, guys. This is what I need you guys to understand, the power of social media. It is all connected. So what this does, this drives people that are my friends and family on Facebook, drives them to YouTube. It drives people from YouTube to Facebook. It drives people from YouTube to Twitter. It drives people from Twitter to YouTube. It's all connected.
Yes, absolutely. And
can I add something?
Anil made a point here. I'm just going to read it out, and then we can go to Terry's question in terms of what do I say on social media. So Anil said here, Ross, yes, we cannot post our trades from MT4 on social media. That is called enticement, and IM will get complaints from the Direct Selling Association. That's the DSL. You can get deactivated. IM was very clear on that. You can send your contacts to you can send your contacts your wins privately if they are close to you and a friend or a family, not publicly or on a public not publicly or on a public forum. So Noel is correct. So that is what Anil just posted in the chat. And thank you for that, Anil. And Terry asked the question, so what would you say to someone who doesn't know how to talk to people? I'm not afraid to talk to people. I just don't know what to say. Well, here's the thing, Terry, and for everybody who's on here, something just to consider. The person who says that they're sort of nervous about talking to people, if you went to a good movie, would you tell somebody about it? If you went to see a good movie, would you tell somebody like this? If you saw a great outfit that you liked, or if you heard about a great concert, or if you heard about something that you thought was going to be really, really cool, do you have any problem telling people about it? First, like, hey, man, I saw this amazing thing. Oh my God, I saw this thing. It looks so great. We have no problem talking about that. The issue here is you're getting paid or you're getting a course for free or whatever the case may be. So now we feel like we're selling as opposed to sharing. And I think that what Richard's talking about is just sharing. He's sharing his story, sharing his results, sharing what's happened. So when you're telling people, hey, listen, this is what I'm up to, and this is what's been happening for me. And that's what people get, and they're like, oh, really? Oh, really? Yeah, man. I said, this is my insurance policy for the future. I can't wait. Now, my goal is inside of the next year or 2 years to be able to live the work from anywhere lifestyle. I want to be able to be on a beach somewhere, being able to take trades on my laptop and then go back to partying and having a good time. That's my goal. You know what I mean? Like, so right now I'm in the beginning, I'm learning, I'm growing, and this is what's happening. And so when you make it conversational, it's a big difference. If you're trying to sell, that's when you're going to get nervous. So get out of sales and get into sharing something that's amazing. Here's a question. Terry, could you unmute yourself for one quick second? And then I want to let Richard continue his presentation.
Sure, I'm here.
Okay, so Terry, tell me something. What has your experience been like with the Academy so far?
Oh, it's been amazing. Amazing. I love your guys' trainings on Mondays and Wednesdays because you're so patient and it's step-by-step, one-on-one. I mean, almost literally one-on-one. And if you're behind, all you have to do is, type your question or unmute yourself and say, hey, I don't get it. And you guys go right in to help and explain. Now,
if you share that, could you say exactly what you just said to me? Could you tell your friend that?
Oh, I know I could.
And that's my point. All you're doing is speaking from the heart about an experience that has been working for you. And if I'm hearing that, I'm like, really? So they take me by the hand? They show me how to do this thing? That's really cool. So that's what you just did.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
I guess my main question was how do I initiate conversation? I think is what makes me nervous.
Okay. Well, okay.
Straight thing, or you know what I'm saying?
I understand. Okay, I'm going to answer this question because this is a bit different because what Rich is doing is the social media thing and showing you how to post and present. You can actually have these conversations with people back and forth in your chats and all that kind of stuff, as well as in your inbox. I'll answer the question, but I want to let Rich get back to his presentation.
Okay.
And I'll let Richard give his perspective because Richard's been in direct sales forever. He was actually my sales manager back in the day, like this when we had our sales office. So if you're reaching out to somebody, when you're talking to your friend, let's just say I'm your friend and you're talking to me like this, and we're talking. You called me just to see how I was doing. You're not calling to quote unquote sell. You're calling to check on me and see how I'm doing, right?
Right.
You ask them, what are you up to these days? What's going on? And then they're gonna ask you, what are you up to? Man, you won't believe it. I actually started learning how to trade Forex. Never thought I would ever see myself doing this thing. It's crazy. Like I'm seeing all these youngsters doing this thing, and I figured I'm not even in that space. I don't know. I'm not a math person. I'm not that. But we had this little study group thing, and they're showing us step by step. One of the most amazing experiences I've ever had. Are you getting what I'm saying?
I am. I got you. I'm on the page with you. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Back to Rich.
Hey, no problem. And you guys are welcome to ask as many questions you want. I know Grant had a question. Do you have a question, Grant?
I don't have a question, Rich. You know what? Maybe I'll wait to the end of your presentation to see, because I just wanted to share something I've experienced being a new video guy, and the obstacles and worries that I had, that I learned about to kind of help people move forward and pass those initial stumbling blocks. But I'll wait till the end of your presentation and share if you don't cover it.
Well, why don't you do it right now? I'd like to know
Okay,
what you
well,
say,
just a
because
couple
I think
real quick
hear me out real quickly, because I think a lot of people are afraid.
Yeah,
And
a couple real quick
everyone's like,
things.
I'm afraid, I don't want to do it. I'm like, guys, you don't even have to show your face. Look at what
Yeah,
I'm doing.
that's
Look
a
at what
big
I'm
thing,
doing.
too.
I'm recording my screen, guys. I'm not showing my face on YouTube right now. The screen is recorded. There's people watching. There's people asking questions. There's people watching on YouTube. There's people on Zoom. And I'm not showing my face. So this is just practice. And once you get started on it, anybody can do this. Anybody can build on social media. And it's free. It's free. So, guys, I'm going to teach you guys why I did this. I do not, you might be surprised, but in the past, myself and Noel, we used to build door-to-door salespeople, and we used to go door-to-door. So I had no problem going door-to-door and meeting people face-to-face, but that was when I was 21. I'm 42 now. I don't want to go door-to-door. So I had to find a different way, because physically, at 42, I don't want to knock on 100 doors a day. I just don't want to. Not that I can't. I could probably do it very effectively. I just don't want to. So how do I meet, or how do I reach 100 people a day? Social media. I can do it without leaving my home. Anybody can do it. I can teach anybody to do it. And it's the easiest way to engage in those conversations that Terry was asking about. Because when you start putting out videos and you're putting out content, people that watch you and people that like your content, and it can grow fast, guys. I've seen people build 100,000 subscribers in 3 months. You just don't know who's going to go viral. You just don't. So you put out content, you start putting out content, and people start to subscribe. People that like you will subscribe. People that like your story, people that like your content will subscribe. And you just don't know what conversations are going to be generated. So let's talk about it. For example, like myself and Noel, we're both on Callie's team. Callie has Noel and myself on her team, right? If she didn't talk to both myself and Noel, she wouldn't have us on her team. She's not on YouTube, right? So you don't have to be a social media person to grow in this business. I want to make that very, very clear. Anybody can grow in this business, but I just didn't physically want to talk to all my friends and family about this. I didn't. I would have rather talked to strangers, because I just felt more comfortable talking to strangers, believe it or not, than I did to my own friends and family. Now, as I've gotten higher in the company and I start understanding it more and I'm starting to earn more in the company, I am talking to all my friends and family about it. And little by little, people are starting to come in and they're starting to get more interested in it. But it was actually easier for me to talk to strangers. I know it sounds weird, but it's true. It's easier for me to talk to strangers than it is to talk to my friends and family. And social media, it's all strangers, because you're putting out content and you have no idea who's watching. And then you got people messaging you. Hey, Rich, how do I join the academy? What's this academy all about? How do I trade? Well, here's my link to my academy. Join the academy and we'll teach you how to trade. This ends up becoming like my daily question that people ask me. Hey, Rich, how do I trade? I see you talking about trading all the time. How do I learn how to trade? Here's the link to the academy and we'll teach you how to trade. I can't teach you over a phone call, but if you join the academy, you're going to get a 1-month crash course for $235 US, where in a month, you're going to learn how to trade a whole bunch of different aspects of the market: oil, gas, gold, Forex, stocks, indexes, you name it, we do it. Bitcoin, we trade all of that in the academy. We're going to teach you how to do that, and it won't just be me. It'll be about 150 mentors worldwide that you will have access to. At the end of that month, if you do not have some type of value, you don't have to continue with the academy. But if you find that you have value and you have either learned $200 worth of value, which I believe you get way more than that personally, and then if you believe that you're making money trading, then why would you go anywhere if you're making money trading and copy trading? Mentors like Antoine, who on Thursday, by the way, almost everyone in my team got at least 100 pips. That's crazy. So for new guys to go out and get 100 pips copy trading Antoine, I have never seen a company like this before. where you could literally, if you were playing with a 1.00 lot size on Thursday, you could have made $1,000 copy trading Antoine, like very easily. That's how unbelievable this opportunity is. Not only are you able to copy trade guys and make thousands of dollars by copy trading, which anybody can do because you're pressing a button. You're pressing buy, you're pressing sell. It's that simple, but you also have the ability to build a business. I don't understand why people don't want to build in this business because Noel has said it himself. He's brought 12 in himself. I brought in 22. What Noel isn't telling you is when he started, he brought all those 12 in like day one. He blew right by me. And I remember looking and going, holy shit, what did Noel do? Right? And that motivated me. I was like, holy shit, if he can do it that quickly, I got to do some more. Like, I honestly was like feeling insecure. I was like, I got to do more because he's doing something. So I started pushing harder. I started doing more videos. I started putting up more content. I started reaching out to more people, and then people started to sign up. So Noel doesn't even know that. I haven't even told him that. But when he started, he actually blew right by me, and I saw him go to Platinum 600, and I was like, holy shit. Like day one, Noel was a Platinum 600, right? Like day one. So when Noel says, oh, it was easy, I believe him because I saw him really do it quickly. And then I saw Noel say, you know what? Now I want to work on teaching these guys how to trade, right? And instead of just hiring, like getting 100 people on, he thought, let me focus on really getting results with the team. Then we'll get more people on board. And he's got members like Chef Sean that are doing phenomenal, right?
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about Chef Sean and like how he's become such a good trader and how long he's been doing it? Like he's killing it.
Well, Chef Sean, he started in mid-January, and he came in being computer illiterate. So everybody's worried about computers and stuff. He was literally computer illiterate. He had no knowledge of trading. He'd heard of trading before, and he knew that people made money in it, but he had reservations about trying it and wondering if he's going to really be able to make this thing happen and all that kind of stuff. When he came in because of the study group, because I formed the study group because I just felt that I know for me, I learn better in a group and a team. And I'll be honest, if I had to navigate all this stuff on my own, those study group probably wouldn't happen. So, so we had some wonderful people like Rebecca, who agreed to double team with me, and then I invited a handful of friends and family. I have not gone aggressively with recruiting at all. Like if I had, I'd be over 200 people right now. Like if I wanted to do that, but that's just not where my head was at. My head is at, well, one, I want to learn my trade myself, and I think that it's important that we do what the Academy's creed is, which is to learn to trade, because I think that sometimes. And I'll just share this as something that you have to keep in mind when you're out there and you're talking with people. People will read up on stories about the Academy and say, oh, I heard it's like a pyramid thing, and I heard that it's a scam because you're just trying to recruit, just trying to get a bunch of people in. And the truth is there are some people who have that mentality who are part of the organization. Not everybody builds a business properly. But there are some, but within our organization, we actually care about learning how to trade. And there's a lot of other organizations like ours where we're serious about learning how to trade, learning the skill, wanting to free ourselves, you know what I mean? And so that was sort of my attitude. So Chef Sean, he developed the attitude where he said, you know what, I want to learn how to trade. I want to master trading. And he swore up and down he wasn't going to recruit anybody. He wasn't going to share with anybody. He just wants to trade. I'm like, okay, Sean, okay. I think it's our responsibility to share this because it's not about even building the team. To me, whether I was getting paid or not, and if I had something that could free people, I would share it. You know what I mean? Like this. And I think this is important to share. I think this is an invaluable skill to learn. And so Sean, he got really aggressive with the study. Like he has his own business as well. He owns a restaurant in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. And so he actually hired a new person to come on and take over some of his hours so he could focus on learning how to trade. He has been like a beast on this stuff. He's studied. He's going through the academy. He's looking for resources in the academy, outside the academy. Like he's just boom, on because he sees the results that Antoine gets. He sees the results that Christopher Terry has. You know what I mean? And he says, if they can do it, so can I. If I commit myself. So the long and short of it is that we're not allowed to share exactly, and this is going out publicly on YouTube. So I would just say that. He's hitting approximately between 80 to 90% of his trades. You know what I mean? Like this, he's successful on, and he is doing. He's obviously making money, doing it. And now he's actually started recruiting. He's actually started inviting people. You know what I mean? Because how can you not when you're getting results? And I was saying to the people in our group, if we start to learn how to trade, you're going to naturally get inspired to share, because you're not going to want to just keep it to yourself, man. Like, come on. Like, if you're doing well, the natural thing is you want your friends and your family and your colleagues to do well. You want other people to do well too. And, and so that's what's happening. But yeah, Chef Sean, he's blown past all of us from a knowledge standpoint, but he's put a lot of time in, sort of like Grant right now, who's going in heavy, you know what I mean? And Omar, you know what I mean, who's another guy he's gone in heavy. And there's other guys who've gone in, and they're teaching people the right their techniques. But then once you learn from one person, you can also learn from others in the academy and find the strategy that works best for you. So this has been an amazing experience, and I just think that all of us, if you genuinely believe in it, share it. The only people who shouldn't be sharing it is if you don't believe in it. And if you don't believe in it, it's probably because you're not actually practicing what the education is all about, because the academy, it's an educational platform at the end of the day, with support through mentorship. And so the more confident that you are because you're getting some results, that you should be, in my mind, standing on a mountaintop and screaming aloud. So that is my take on that. Okay, Rick, so hope that helps.
Yeah, I think that everybody really should focus on the social media. I don't think people really truly understand the power of social media. Like, everything is connected. Look at this. So we're on YouTube. We're live. So you see YouTube takes this live stream and they put it right on the front of your page. So it's like, this is the power of social media, guys. Everything is connected, and it opens up, like how Noel said, if you wanted to go hard, you could have 200 people. That's crazy. That's the power of social media. He knows that he has that much influence, because when he puts out a post, that's how many people are responding to him. That's how many people are messaging him. And like, I was just on Facebook, I was trying to show you guys, but like literally, like, people are messaging me all the time. People are sending me messages. Those are people that I will say, hey, why don't you join my academy? We're talking all the time. Why don't you join the academy? We can trade together in the academy. This is a way to engage in conversations without actually having to physically leave your home. If you're the type of person that has a huge network and you love to talk to people, you don't need to be on social media, right? Yeah. But believe it or not, when it comes to actually just leaving the house and talking to people, I don't want to do that. It's not that I can't do it. I don't want to do it. Especially right now with a pandemic, I don't want to be talking to 100 people a day. I don't know who's sick. So social media, to me, gives me the confidence that I can do what I want to do, still grow my business, and I don't have to put myself at risk. I don't have to go and talk to a bunch of people. I don't have to even leave my house to grow my business. And that's the beauty and the power of social media in 2020. And if you're not on social media, you need to start now. Because I'm telling you guys, like, you're missing the boat. Like, my son and my daughter are 11 and 12 years old. They're already on social media. Do you think that generation of kids are going to be using computers more or less? I mean, we're moving in a generation where everybody's using social media. My kids are 11 and 12 on Instagram on their phones. They're the future people that are going to be in this academy. They're going to be using their phones, which they use right now at 11 and 12, and they're going to be making money trading in the academy. This is what I see is going to be the future of the world. I think we're just ahead of the game. I honestly do. And if you're not on social media sharing this opportunity with your community and with strangers, you're not even giving yourself a chance to grow in this company. You're not even giving yourself a chance. Go ahead.
One thing, as Richard mentioned his kids, and then I'll get to Deborah's question. I see you, Deborah. And I think my mom had another question as well. I just actually found out last night, because I was with Nafeez and we were going through my back office, and I had no idea that the money that we make through building our academy is willable and transferable. The income that we earn through building and sharing this opportunity with others and growing the organization, this is actually willable and transferable. That means after you die, you can pass your earnings on to your children. You know what I mean? Like this. And so I didn't know that until last night. I was like, really? You know what I mean? Like this. And, or if you chose to, let's just say you referred and you got to a certain point when you're building, if you chose to, you want to sell your business to somebody else because it's transferable. You can do that if you want to. You can say, hey, somebody, if you don't want to do it, somebody else wants to come in. Hey, this is actually, it's kind of like, in the insurance business where you can build, like you build a book of business and then you get trailers because you get trailers that come to you, which is the same thing as residuals. You can actually sell that book of business if you so chose. I had no idea that was available here. So that's pretty significant. That's like really, really powerful. So I literally just found that out. I think if I had known that, I may have been a little more aggressive. I think I've been about to get a little bit more aggressive now with the growing, because I was like, really? That's really cool. All right. So there were some questions here, Rich. Deborah, do you want to unmute yourself? And then Mom, do you want to unmute yourself and then ask your question? Let's go Deborah, then let's go Mom.
Hi, Rich.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing great. Thank you for giving us all this great information. It's
Hey, my pleasure.
quite interesting.
My pleasure.
My question is, in order to grow the business, I noticed that there's different levels. You had mentioned some of them.
Yes.
And if you don't mind explaining that.
Sure.
On how to grow your business, yeah.
Sure. So the first level you want to get to is 2 for free. I think that's where everyone should want to set a goal of day one. Get 2 people into the academy and you trade for free. I think that makes this academy right off the bat one of the fastest growing businesses I've seen, because all you got to do is find 2 people and you trade for free. That, I think, changed this academy. When they put that in, it just exploded the academy. So not only do I think this academy is very fairly priced, probably underpriced, which makes it super appealing. Because remember, guys, the first month is $235 US, then it goes down to $175 US. If you just make $175 US trading a month, you're covering yourself, first of all. That's trading. Now, if you bring 2 people in, you're covered. So, I mean, you've got 2 ways right there to make money here. By trading, which if you follow Antoine, you could be making $200 a day. That's how good he is. And that's a fact. And then if you're able to recruit people, you're now trading for free. So that's the first thing that I always like to talk to people about. The next step is 3 people. When you have 3 people, you now can qualify to become an IBO, an independent business owner in the academy. That's where I started to make payments from the company, and I started receiving $150 US a month as a Platinum 150. That's when you bring in 3 people. That's when it really starts, where you start receiving money from the academy. You can choose to receive payments in cash or in Bitcoin. Because I like Bitcoin, I've been receiving payments in Bitcoin because I believe the price of Bitcoin could double. But you have that choice. It's up to you. So I get paid by the academy in Bitcoin every single week. And in my back office, they actually, on your dashboard, there's a section on dashboard on im.academy. It actually breaks down your rank in the company. Noel will see his rank. He'll see his next rank. It shows my rank. It shows my next rank. It's really sophisticated. It keeps track of everything. If somebody drops off, it keeps track of it. If somebody gets added, it keeps track of it. Keeps track of your volume, keeps track of your team, keeps track of your organizational chart, keeps track of your lifetime earnings. Everything is organized. Then the next step is 12 people, which is Platinum 600. And the way they calculate it is 3 legs of 4. So in this business, you only need 3 people. And then what you need is, once you have 3, your 3 people need to have 3 each, 3 each, 3 each. And then you would have 12, and then you would qualify for Platinum 600. Now, in order to be a Platinum 1000, where I'm at, where I just got this week, you need 30 people. So you need 1 leg with 12, another leg with 12, and then a leg with 6. That's how you get to Platinum 1000. And then it just keeps going up from there. Like Platinum 2000 is 75 people, but it's always 3 legs. So you just got to build three people and then build deep with those 3 people. That's how they structured this company. Now, people like Noel and myself, we've kind of done it differently because Noel has brought in 12. I've brought in 22. You only need 3. But because we have a large network, a lot of people want to work directly with us. So we're building a lot of people directly on our front line, which in the long run is going to be very good. because you're going to have way more people building, hopefully, if you do it like that over time. So my idea, though, with our teams is I want everybody building. Why wouldn't everybody want to find 2 people and trade for free? Like, why wouldn't you? You know, I've had some people say, oh, you know, that's MLM, that's multi-level marketing. And you know what my response to them is? Don't let your own insecurities make you say things like that. Because when someone says it's MLM, building is this, building is that, my real feeling, my gut feeling with that person is you just don't have confidence to sell the business. So instead of having the confidence to sell the business, you make excuses and you say it's MLM. That's a cop-out. So I don't like that when I hear that from people, because I don't consider this MLM, because I know Noel spends a ton of time teaching people. I'm online watching and learning from people every day. So when they say it's MLM, I don't take it very, very well, because I really, truly believe this is a real full-blown trading academy.
To be quite frank with you, and my attitude is this: if somebody says MLM and they don't want to refer, dude, you don't have to refer. Just be a student.
Exactly. So we're not forcing you, but why wouldn't you?
I said to them, I said, I want you to think about this. You go to university or college, and you're getting a university in honors degree is 4 years. If it's not an honors degree, it's 3 years. How much money did you put out, and how much time did you put out, and what are your financial guarantees? You know what I mean? Like to go to a school, if you get a master's degree in trading, your life is completely changed. You know what I mean? Like, and so if you master trading, you're good. So let's just say, let's take recruiting out of the equation, and you just were a student, which is your choice. For $3,000 for a year to learn from some of the best traders in the world, and to have access to this type of education and support and study group, and I mean, to me, quite honestly, what you're saying to me really is that you don't believe that you can do it.
Correct.
You don't believe that you can actually trade. You don't believe that you're afraid, and so you need a reason to sort of opt out. Because if you don't have to, like, if recruiting was mandatory, that's different. But it's not. You don't have to recruit a person. You don't have to recruit. You don't gotta sell. You don't have to do nothing. You can just come in and learn. Just be a student. So somebody comes to you and they say that they don't want the MLM. Hey, no problem. Come and just join the academy and learn. Come join our study group. Because there's a lot of people in this company that are building who never thought that they would build. Correct. Rebecca did not think she was going to build. She did not come here to build. She came here, I just want to learn how to trade. I'm not interested in sharing it. I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? For me, I was a bit edgy because I don't really want my brand of my coaching business I have to be careful about association and how I do things, because and being the face of things, because I have my own business. And so I was like, But the truth of the matter is, as I've come in and I see how we're working together and we're building, I'm like, if I don't tell people about this, I am literally potentially sentencing a family to financial ruin who didn't have to be in that situation. This is not something that's just for the people you're talking to. This is for their kids. Once they learn how to do this, they can teach their kids this, man. I have two friends right now teaching their 10-year-olds and 11-year-olds. You know what I mean? Like this, how to trade. Can you imagine by the time they're age 13 and 14, they never have to worry about money again, no matter what's going on in the world economy. They're going to be good. You know what I mean? So trading, and whether it's Forex, options, or whatever, the skill of trading. I have a buddy of mine who trades options. He made $45,000 in a week, a couple of weeks ago, because of what's going on because of the pandemic. Like this is like a trader's dream with the volatility. So when everybody else is freaking out, we're cashing in. So we are so blessed with just the timing of when we come into this education. You know what I mean?
You know what? And to say that, guys, like Jason Brown, he's a Platinum 500, okay? He's making Chairman 500. He's making $500,000 a month US in 5 years. He doesn't do that trading, guys. He did that building. So if you don't want to build, then you don't get opportunity to do that. So when I start in a business, I'm always like, okay, how do I make money? Okay, I can make money trading. I can make money building. Okay, let me get to work. This is the way my brain thinks. So when somebody says to me, nah, I don't want to build. Okay, you don't want to make $500,000 a month? Because he made it building. It wasn't trading. He made it building. He's not the only one. Alex Morton, 500 grand a month. That's $125,000 a week. Building. And you don't want to do that? Sure. I don't believe you, but sure. But I don't believe you. Why don't you tell the truth? You don't know how to do it. That's the difference. It's not that you don't want to make 500 grand a month, right? Everybody wants to make 500 grand a month. So why don't you just tell the truth? You don't know how to. Just say it. That's why I'm doing these meetings. That's why I'm doing this, is to teach you guys. Guys, if you know me on YouTube, I post every single day. Every single day. If you know me on Instagram, I post every single day. If you know me on Twitter, I post every single day. If you know me on Facebook, I post every single day. This is the secret for me. That's worked for me. I don't have to leave my home. I don't have to lift boxes. I don't have to sell products. I don't have to sell anything. I could just sit at home, post on social media, and people are coming to me saying, hey, Rich, what are you doing? What is this trading all about? How do I learn more? And everyone that talks to me doesn't sign up. It's not that easy. It's a process, right? I have to spend time with them. I have to explain it to them. I send them emails. They send me stuff back. They ask questions. You know, they do research. Oh, what about this? What about that? I have to spend time with them. But after you've done this for a while and you get a couple people working with you, you start to get more comfortable. You start to get more confident. Once the company starts to pay you and you start getting paid nicely and you start getting payments every week, you start to get more comfortable. You start to get more confident. And then you get on social media and you just start to post. And I remember, like, it's been 5 months. Sorry, no, I just want to finish this point. It's been 5 months. And when I first started, I wasn't posting anything about the Academy. Now look, everything is the Academy. Platinum 1000, Platinum 600, other chairmen that are getting ahead. Everything is Academy related. Not everything, but a lot of it is Academy related. Why? Because I'm excited about it. I am. And I'm posting about it. People see that. They see those posts. And then that's how you reach out to the mass audience of strangers that you may have never even met, but it's been watching you for a month, 3 months, 6 months, a year. And now they've decided to reach out to you and say, hey, John, you keep talking about this Academy and you seem to have, really, really excited about it. How can I learn more? And then boom, you've got your first member. And you just need one more and you trade for free. What are you going to do at that point? Say no? I don't want to give back the opportunity? No, you push for one more. Now you trade for free. Like, I don't understand why people can't get over this barrier. I think it's all bullshit. I think people are full of shit. They believe their own lies. Stop believing your own lies. If another guy's making 500 grand a month, don't you want to know how to make 500 grand a month? Because I do. It's a fact. And if a guy can make it trading, then I want to learn how to make it trading. If a guy can make it building, I want to learn how to make it building. And if I'm not good at either, then I want to learn. And the thing I really like about this Academy is I'm constantly learning about both. Today I was on, right before this, I was watching a whole bunch of guys that are making 100 grand a month, 250 grand a month, 500 grand a month. And I'm just like, holy smokes. Some of these guys are 22 years old. One guy's the chairman. He's 22 years old. He's making over 10 grand a month. Another guy's like 28. He's like making like 250,000 a month. Another guy, Alex Morin, making 500,000 a month at 28 years old. And you're going to tell me you don't want to learn how to do that? Come on, stop lying. Just own it and say you don't know how to. This is what I need people to understand. Just let go of those lies in your life and learn how to feel uncomfortable and put yourself in an uncomfortable situation so that you can create results that you never thought were possible. Because if you do what you've always done, I guarantee you will get what you've always got.
So we've got two other questions. So Mom, did you just want to unmute yourself? And then after Mom is done, then Ross, if you can unmute yourself. I see your questions in the chat. So go ahead, Mom.
Thanks for this opportunity. Actually, this is a wonderful call. I have to leave in a couple of minutes to do a business call. But anyway, what I was saying is actually two comments. One, I said about social media. If you know what to do, that's fine. But some people just don't know how to even start. The other thing I mentioned is that in the company's policies and procedures that we all sign when you're an IBO, it outlines all about those wonderful benefits that Noel was talking about. You can will things and all the great information in it. If you didn't have a chance, read it. Okay, take care.
All right. So the issues about how to get started. So we'll come back to that question. I'll let Rich maybe leave that as the last question because Giselle was asking something similar. So Ross, you want to unmute yourself?
Oh yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I just had a question. So if you did have, 3 people on your team or 2 people, and it's free, just say like a couple months later, one of them drops off. Are you required to start paying again, or like how does that? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, that's why guys like Noel and myself have 20 people.
Right,
we don't want to just have 3 because we know that could happen. So we're preparing for that by having more, and we don't want to have to worry about those issues. So we're just going to keep hiring more and recruiting more. So yes, it's like that in any business. If somebody is no longer in your organization, you no longer have that income coming into the company. How can the company continue to give you free education when you only have one person right now instead of 2? So yeah, that's why I always say keep getting more, guys. Yes, you need 3 to get started, but don't stop there. My advice is keep going, keep building, keep recruiting. The people that I see that are doing extremely well in this company, they're talking about recruiting 20,000 people a month. Like I was looking at Bryce Thompson today. That kid's a beast. He's like 20 something years old. He's making like 200 grand a month. And he's talking about recruiting 20,000 people a month. I want to be there and I'm willing to work for it. So I'm not afraid to put myself outside of the box. But as far as like recruiting people, yeah, you need to have 3. And then if one drops off, you need to replace them. So don't stop at 3. If you want to really, really grow in this, keep growing. I have 22. Do you think I'm stopping? I'm not stopping, right?
No.
So anyone who knows me knows I'm not going to stop because I'm not satisfied and I'm not going to wait for my guys to build. I'm just going to build, and whoever builds, but I'm going to keep building.
Yes. All right. And then, so Ross, is that helpful? I hope that helps.
Yeah, it's perfect. Thanks, guys.
All right. And let's go to Giselle. You want to unmute yourself? Giselle? Okay. She just basically, I guess the question and the same thing that my mother alluded to was, in terms of people, how do you get started? How do you actually set up? How do you get set up? So I'm assuming everybody in this call have a Facebook account. Does everybody have a Facebook? If you have Facebook, type yes in the chat, please. If you got Facebook, just type yes in the chat. Or if you don't have it, type no. How's that? That's an easier way to go. If anybody does not, Ross says no Facebook, just Instagram. Okay, so Ross, you must be younger. All right. So, well, here's the thing. I mean, so if everybody has a Facebook, then what my suggestion is that you can just get on. Rich, you want me to share my screen for a second? I'll just show the story that I wrote on there.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. So I'll just go here. 1 second. So 1 second here. I hope you guys are finding today's call to be valuable. I hope you guys are learning some ideas. And again, you can and on Instagram, I talk to not Instagram I'm through WhatsApp. I also communicate with people. So let me go to my page. 1 second here. I'll go to share. Okay, so let me scroll through. Okay, so we're getting close. Okay, so let me go and read out what I put. Okay, I am so proud of myself. As many of you know, I started out learning how to trade Forex recently, and I was extremely intimidated at first because in high school I struggled with math, particularly geometry. Charts and graphs really mess with me. When I spoke at a Forex convention in Vancouver, a 23-year-old guy named Justin inspired me. He's become a millionaire trader over the last 4 years. He said to us that the most important thing is not to focus on making money at the beginning, but rather to focus on mastering the skill. I decided I really needed to learn the skill, so no matter what happens to my business, I will have a skill that I can fall back on. No staff or customers required. It's just you and the market. I joined an online school team and formed a study group that meets online 2 times a week. We go through the educational material and trade live with our demo accounts with experienced traders who show us the ropes. I've been blessed to meet Antoine and Chef Sean. They have been great mentors. People in the group make money in their demo accounts until they build up self-confidence to trade with real money. I'm happy to announce that I opened my first live account and a few days ago and launched my first unassisted trades this morning. And it's not a lot of money, but it's a start. I'm beginning to grasp the concepts as well as the ability to execute. I made profit on my trades. I actually made profit on my trades. I feel giddy. I know I'm a short distance away from my work from anywhere lifestyle. I will master this skill. My mom and a few friends have joined with me on this quest. This is awesome. And then we're being taught proper risk management. And as long as you stay disciplined, you can do very well. I watched some of the mentors earn 5% plus in a day. We're not allowed to publicly promise any type of earning potential because results will vary from person to person. It becomes down to the willingness to study and consistency and practice and execution. I'm happy that I began this journey. I picked up my laptop yesterday so I can watch 2 screens. Blah, 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 right? So I showed my picture of me with my laptop. Okay. 63 comments, guys. 63 comments I got from this, and people inboxing me. You know what I mean? And so this is just a real simple, 63 comments. So everybody congratulating me on my journey, people watching, and then people asking. And I said at the end of it, if you want to learn more about the study group and about the academy, let me know. Some people messaged me here, and then some people actually inboxed me. You know what I mean? And so it's been, so that was just one. And now, as if I do it more consistently, I said, hey, this is what's been happening. Hey, this is what's been happening. I already know what's going to happen. You know what I mean? And that's without really putting out much effort. That's just sharing the good news. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to share that. I hope that helped anybody. I hope that helped somebody by seeing that. But so on the YouTube, maybe Rich, you can give them the steps on how to set up a YouTube account for the people who are asking how do they do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's really simple, guys. You just go to YouTube and you set up an account. I mean, it's really as simple as that. That's really where everyone needs to start, is get on YouTube and set up an account. Create a name, like I said, create a brand, and start putting out videos. Instagram, YouTube is videos. So you want to put out videos. Instagram is photos and videos, but I do more photos on Instagram. Twitter is more just posts, pictures and videos. And Facebook is pictures and videos too. So I share consistently on all 4 platforms every single day. And every single day I'm putting out content. Yes. And that's how I've been able to build the audience that I have, which is about 80,000 members worldwide on all of our social media, has just been by putting out posts, and all of it is free. And I make a good income with Rich TV Live as a business because of my social media. It's a full-time career. It's a full-time income. And then I was doing the academy part-time, to be quite frank, but it's growing so fast now that I'm starting to put in more time and put in more effort. And I feel like I've learned how to build. Now I'm really trying to master the trading within the academy so that we can start having massive results trading as well. And I think that's the missing piece. And when we do, and we have many, many members within our team that are making thousands of dollars a week, I think you're going to see that our organizations are going to grow like wildfire.
Yes, and so 2 last things. I know we're getting close to the end. Deborah, if you just unmute yourself, and this is actually proof that social media works. One second. Would you mind just sharing with them what happened and how you ended up joining the academy?
Yeah, I saw that post that Noel had put on Facebook, and because of who Noel is, that also helped, but through his business. And I've been waiting for an opportunity like this to learn how to trade. So I signed up. So I've been in the business. What is it, Noel? 10 days?
Yep.
Yeah, 10 days.
Welcome.
Congratulations.
I'm happy to say that I've made some profit in my demo account, and it's been amazing.
Great work.
The study program is amazing, and the training is quite amazing. So for me, it won't be a hard sell because I truly believe in the product.
Yeah, 100%. And to let you know, guys, I'll be talking with Rebecca later, but we will be doing an opportunity session. We're going to kind of change it up a little bit for the next overview that we do. Like, and this is something I have not discussed with Rich as yet, but we did an experiment. We did a call with another group, and what we actually did is we did a sort of a mini day one session with them where we actually went into MetaTrader 4, got them to open it up, showed them what pips are, and actually showed them a little bit about how Forex works. And then at the end of the call, we went through the overview of the actual academy, and we got a lot of interest from that. That was actually really amazing. So we'll probably give that another whirl, and we'll likely be doing that sometime next weekend. I just have to talk to Rebecca so we can confirm the time. We'll post it in the groups. But so using what Richard has been sharing today and the ideas that you've been getting today, let's fill the room, you know what I mean? And we'll help you to work through getting folks on board. The other thing is Nafis is going to be doing a call that we're going to do on understanding your back office and how to get things set up properly for yourself and how to place people when they've come in, because even with that, I made a slight error, you know what I mean, just from not understanding or not knowing. So we're going to be doing an information session on that. So we'll be letting those dates be known shortly. So with that, I'll give it back to Rich, and for any, if there's any other questions out there, we're happy to answer. But outside of that, I'll let Rich close us out.
Yeah, so I mean, at the end of the day, the biggest advice I can give you guys is get started. Just get started. Like, I can't explain to people, like, social media has literally changed my life. It has literally changed my life. It's given me an advantage over anybody else because I can walk into any business now and I know I already have an audience, like with the Academy, for example, where I can talk about the Academy and have an active audience that could engage. It gave me an advantage over the average person, and I did that for free, didn't spend a penny on it, and all I did was put in time. So if you're willing to put in the time, you're willing to put in the effort, you're sitting at home in a quarantine, you're wondering what to do, set up a YouTube channel, set up a Twitter account, set up a Facebook account, set up an Instagram account, and just get started. And if you don't know how to do it, contact Noel, contact myself, and we'll show you how. We'll walk you through the process. It's really simple, but there's nothing wrong with just literally turning on your computer right now and just setting up an account. Call it Steve TV, and just set it up and start posting. And you might shock yourself with how quickly it could change your life.
Absolutely, absolutely. So with that said, any final questions as we're getting ready to close it out? All right, well, guys, if you enjoyed today's chat, this conversation, please, inside the WhatsApp group, please show Rich some love and show the call group some love. We'll be announcing the dates and times for the next overviews and that kind of thing. You don't have to wait on overviews to build, by the way. You guys know enough. You guys, as long as you signed up, you know how to get somebody signed up. You can have conversations with them, get them going. Sharing stuff with your friends on through WhatsApp is something that I do quite a bit, and share. But post please in the groups. Let them know how you felt about today, what you learned, and we'll be posting the recording of this as well. So guys, have a truly powerful and blessed day. Rich, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Rich TV Live in the house. What's up? And everybody else have a truly powerful and blessed rest of your weekend. Let's go. Remember, study group Monday night. You should be watching Antoine's videos. So we're going to be going into some of his strategy and we got study group Monday night. Look forward to seeing everybody there. Have a truly powerful and blessed night or day. Take care.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.